Hey guys, Asher coming out to you today in Raid Shadow Legends with another champion guide. Welcome to the video, guys. Glad to have you all here. So I pulled this dude about a week ago, and let me say, I have really been loving him. Odds are this video, this guy will not be getting many views because he's very hard to get. He's a Void Legendary, a new Void Legendary at that. It's Belletar Mage-Slayer. Very cool though, so thank you for clicking on the video. He's actually so rare in terms of people looking for this champion out there that I have a total, this is the first champion in 270 guides on the channel. I have a total of 0 requests for this dude. I'm just doing it because I pulled him and I figured I'd show him off a little bit, so hopefully a few of you guys find this interesting. In terms of in-game ratings, he gets Faction Wars, Hydra, Arena Offense. The reviews are honestly not that great on this dude, but I think personally, there's more than meets the eye with Belletar Mage-Slayer. He's a legendary Ogryn Tribe, Void Affinity again, HP-based champion. His base stats, 22k HP, pretty solid. 1266 defense, again, average or so for a support. And then 103 speed, not bad. On his Fume Axe's A1 is already where we start to see, you know, some unique attributes. Attack one enemy, has a 50% chance of decreasing the cooldown of a random skill of the ally with the highest turn meter, except this champion, by 1 turn. Might not sound like much, and it is a 50% chance when booked, but it's a really unique A1. No one has an A1 like this. So the ally with the highest turn meter, whoever's going to go next on our team, is going to get a 1-turn reduction of a random skill. Now, obviously, most champions only have 2 active skills, right? So it's just going to make everybody else do what they do a little bit more effectively, a little bit more frequently is a better word. Slayer's Roar's A2 is a 3-turn cooldown when booked. It's an AoE attack. We get an increased attack and an increased defense, both the big versions, for 2 turns on a 3-turn. Also heals all allies by 20% of this champion's max HP. So we get a decent heal based off his max HP, which is pretty easy to scale. And then we have a little Mithrala Lifebane minus the Hex on her A2. So replace the Hex with a heal. And then we get the increased attack, increased defense. And then it all comes together with the Mercy of the Oasis. This is a 4-turn AoE revival. 50% HP, 50% turn meter, pretty good. Then places a shield on all allies. 20% of this champion's max HP, pretty good. So now we have a reviver, an AoE reviver on a 4-turn cooldown with an increased defense with a solid heal. Let me tell you guys, this might not be like abundantly apparent to everybody watching, but there's not a reviver quite like this. You know, I guess the closest would be an Ursula the Mourner, who's actually an epic, a Void epic, but she's not obviously as good as a Void legendary. And what do I say? What do I mean by that, right? Finding for the arena specifically, but for really any content, finding an AoE increased defense on a 3-turn cooldown and an AoE revival, not a single target like a Siphi, right? An AoE revival is very difficult in this game. But then the last bit, which really pushes him over the top for me, is the critical juncture passive. There's no cooldown here. 70% chance of decreasing all of an ally's skills by 1 turn whenever they're revived, okay? That's really cool. There's so many different interesting combinations that we can pull off with this, right? Sun Wukong being probably the most apparent, right? He's coming back to life all the time, and we're having a chance of decreasing all of their cooldowns every time he brings himself back to life. Pretty cool. Synergizes with the A1, synergizes with the 4-turn AoE revive. I really like this dude. I really like him. Again, he doesn't jump off the page as absolutely broken, but I think that these reviews early on are sleeping on how unique and what his potential is. I have been using him. I try to use every champion when I first pull them, right? Just test him out a little bit. So I started using him just to see how good he was. Not thinking I was going to be using him long term, but he has made his way into my live arena rotation because, frankly, he's an AoE reviver with increased defense who's tanky. I can put in a bolster set. So those 3 things, I don't have another champion on my account that has all that, right? And then you add his passive, it's really cool, right? So let me show you how I have him built really quickly here. We have live arena. No, it just ended. It just ended 5 minutes ago. I rambled too long on the kit. Well, we'll do some regular arena. I have a video featuring this guy coming out pretty soon on the main channel, so check it out, an Ash Raid Shadow Legends. You can see here, I have a Immortal, a Bolster, and a Protection on this dude, right? I think running him in Protection isn't bad. If we could get a 9-piece Protected, if I had 3 accuracy, or excuse me, 3 perception accessories, excuse me, on my account for this dude, I would run him in the 9-piece Protection instead. Not just because of the 75% chance to place the protected buff. Allies deal 5% more damage for each buff placed by the wearer. Like, that's really cool. But really, it's all the stats you get on the 9-piece set. The 8% speed, the 20 resistance here, another 24% speed between these two, 20 resistance, the HP. I mean, that's a lot, you know? Anyway, total stats on this dude are going to be 82k on the HP, 4,000 on the defense, 294. I built him nice and fast, and that's about it. We don't need any accuracy on him. Now, we could definitely stand to get a lot more HP, but I made the sacrifice to get a lot of speed on him, right? We have speed on the boots, we have HP percentage on the chest, and we went with defense percentage on the gauntlets. As I always say, especially for an arena champion, I really don't want to go all out ignore on having no defense, right? Or no HP for that matter on defensive-based champions. But in a bolster set, you could definitely argue if I had a good HP percentage, it's probably better just because we want that first shield to be very, good. So let's just see what we have available here. This would probably be, we'd lose 21 speed if we swapped out to some of the other, see, we don't have any good speed. I don't want to lose 21 speed. So we're going to stick with the defense for now. We did go with defense on the banner as well, mainly for the speed, but for the defense as well. We do have some HP in the substats, and then HP on the amulet, and then defense with a lot of HP on the protection ring. If it wasn't protection, I would go HP. I think going defense on 2 of the accessories is a bit much for a bolster set champion, but I'm still happy with the build. So in terms of blessings, I don't have him awakened or anything like that, but I think he's a fine, intimidating presence champion for your team. You could also go with Lightning Cage on this dude. You could go with... I guess you could go with Ward of the Fallen as well as an option, especially in the build that we have him. I'd probably just go Ward of the Fallen, honestly. I wouldn't go Polymorph. I wouldn't go Brimstone. I wouldn't go, obviously Soul Reaper, Life Harvest. So those would be the ones that I would consider. In terms of Masteries, we went down the support tree, and I felt kind of lousy about how little HP I had on him for a bolster champion. So I went down and I picked up Elixir of Life. I also picked up all of the healing masteries because, when I don't play Marichka on my teams, I'm really not running that many other healers in Arena. When you look at my entire 15 most used champions, there's really nobody. So the way I'm using him right now is I have Marichka in a bolster set as well, but I'm using him as a failsafe. If they ban Marichka or if they pick Marichka in gold, I can't pick her. I have another bolster option on my team and another healer on my team as well. I went defense on the just kind of mitigating damage here. I did go with Retribution and Deterrence, notably to get those counterattacks because even with the counterattacks proccing off of Masteries, I still have the 50% chance of reducing the cooldown of a random skill with the ally with the highest turn meter. Other options to go as a tier 6, I would say Timely Intervention would be the other obvious choice. Increases champion's turn meter by 20% whenever an ally hero drops below 25%. It's a great reviver mastery to go with. So if I didn't need the extra HP or if I didn't have that protection ring on, I'd probably go with Timely Intervention instead, but we did go with the HP. All right, guys, that is the build. Let's go ahead and try him out. I want to go ahead and run him in the arena here. I was going to run him in live arena for you guys, but golly, shame on me. So I'm going to build a team with you. Oh, look at this OP team. I'm going to go this is poor squad. I don't even have the heart to go against that squad with this team. I need to go against the most OP. Let's go against this squad here. Let's see how we do. Where was the team? This is the team I was just messing around with earlier. But I'm going to go with a different, after this one, I'm going to go with a different squad because I think he's the perfect combination, as I mentioned earlier, perfect combination for a excuse me, for a Sun Wukong squad, right? My number one combo on this dude, though, I'm going to make you guys wait on the main channel for that one. I'm going to make you guys wait. But let's see what we can do here. It feels wrong, Taurus going against Marichka. I don't know about you guys, but that feels kind of dirty to me. All right, let's go in here and I frankly do not want. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Okay. By the way, I haven't shown it. You guys, when you watch this channel, you get a little sneak peek, a little inside. Let's see if it procs here. Nope. Get a little sneak peek. No one knows right now until this moment that I pulled this mythical. I have not released. Tomorrow I'm releasing the shard opening video. My first primal shard opening ever. So I just gotta say, guys, that Crixia, I'll probably have a video on her soon too, because I think she's the strongest champion in all of Raid Shadow Legends. She's unbelievable. But let's build. This is a fun team. Let's take him out. Let's put in. I'm putting Hefrak and Sun Wukong on this team. I think it's a really cool combo because we'll get the automatic trigger on Hefrak, and we'll reduce his skills every time he comes to life. I just think it's wild and it's really fun. We don't even need another champion. I don't even who do we even need on this team? Let's just put I have no idea, guys. We see we have increased defense, we have the heals, we have the revive, and then we have the nukes, we got the buff removal. I don't know. What do we even need? Let's go with a block debuffs. Let's go double reviver. Let's go Pythion on this squad. Let's go UDK. Screw it. Actually, do I even want UDK? I don't think I even want UDK because it's going to keep Sun Wukong alive a little bit too much, I feel like. I don't want too much support here. Come on, man. Let's go instead with Booba. Let's go Harima. Let's go Harima. Reason Harima is because we have the increased defense. So that's another reason I like Belletar, right? Is he's the perfect buffer, for any team. So we got all of our skills put on cooldowns. This is going to be an interesting one. They have a bomb champion too. So they're definitely a formidable matchup here. So the bombs come through. Let's see. We're not going to lose our reviver. That's all that really matters. We can lose everybody else. It doesn't really matter that much, does it? So we're one turn away already from the revival, even with the skills put on cooldown. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So I'm using him as a setup to not just Harima, but a Tormund the Cold, a Helikath, basically any of my most used defensive nukers on my account, right? Which are Tormund the Cold, Helikath, and reduce. You can see the skill cooldown on all these dudes. Not that we needed it, but it's really cool on the they're reviving and they're nice and fresh, right? Oh man. Oh, there we go. All right. So we beat a go first team. Now let's beat a go second team. Let's beat a go second team with the same strategy. Now, of course, I'm showing you guys him in the arena. That's where I really like him. It's just, again, we're going to lead off here, set everybody else up, whatever they need, right? It's going to help out a Sun Wukong and a Hefrak with the increased attack. Hefrak's going to bring his own buffs anyway, but you guys get the point. It's also going to help Harima. So it sets up nukers of any sort of damage, Let's try to steal some of these. Oh, God, we stole no stone skins, not one. Come on, man. All right, let's go in here and, I don't know, let's work on the big fella. All right, they come in. Let's yeah, sure. Self-buff. I shouldn't have self-buffed there. My bad. The reason I shouldn't have is because we hadn't been stone skin for 2 turns, and we basically wasted that second turn. Let's go ahead and sheep their reviver. And Harima, can you finish her off? No, but you can provoke. That's nice. Let's go in there. It didn't proc again. Didn't proc again, man. This is big spotlight. We want him to shine. Come on, RNG gods. All right, the reviver's down. And again, it doesn't matter if Harima blasts us. We have a tanky reviver on the team. We can just revive them. Now, one thing we haven't had happen here is a lot of dying. Oh, there we go. Decreased cooldown. He's dead now, but decreased cooldown worked on the A1 there of Hefrak. Hefrak, you're not supposed to be dying, bro. It's supposed to be Sun Wu. Let's pick him back up. and then it'll fall back down. Awesome. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and put the increased attack, increased defense down. Can we kill Harima, please? Can we just kill her? Pop her. There we go. There we go. All right, and then there was one. So we can't decrease his own skills, unfortunately, but we're still going to win because, well, Mithral is great, but she's not a big damage dealer. All right, come in there. So we beat a go first. We beat a go second. It's so nice to have that revive on a 4-turn cooldown, you know? It's a strong revive, and it's on a 4, you know? It's really, I'm surprised that people are so down on this dude, honestly. What's the best team here, guys? What would you say is like the scariest team on this roster? This one right here, probably. I think this is probably the best. Really quickly here, guys. What do they rank him on hellhades.com? A 4 overall grading. Spider, Dragon, Ice Golem. They do give him a 5 out of 5 in the arena, though. So let's just see how he's doing here in gold. No stats at all in gold. It must just not have updated. I don't know how often they update, but like a 0.01%. I mean, I've used him enough in gold 4 right now that he should be on the ranking, you know? So I'm not sure when that updates, but they don't give a write-up on him yet, so there's not really much here to share. Doom Tower Waves, definitely higher than definitely a 5, excuse me. Hydra, you could definitely get utility out of him in Hydra Clan Boss. Hard mode Ice Golem, I would give him a 4, 5, you know? He's a great reviver, and he's a great, his skills are perfect for Ice Golem, right? Dragon, I'd give him a 5 in hard mode. So I think they're off a little bit on their hard mode rankings. And then in Doom Tower, I wouldn't say there's one specific boss which he's like elite godlike rating or whatever, but I also think to give him 1s and 2s, he's an insanely good reviver with an increased defense, increased attack that will help you basically anywhere, I feel like, that you need a reviver, right? So I think honestly, I'm a little bit higher, it feels like, than a YST is, right? YST, the man behind the Hell Hades champion, guys. He does such a good job, man. Such a good job. I mean, I'm not sure who historically wrote all of them on that website, but I know he does them now. But either way, it's my most used website by far. I'm sure you guys agree as well. Let's try this team out before I let you guys go. This is all I want. Rhodos, you can't even kill a Sunwoo. There we go. So he dies, Hefrat goes, and then he'll revive himself in this case. Or we can revive him and get his cooldowns down. So like, I feel like there's a lot of natural synergy that whenever he's revived, whether it's us, Bell Eater, or whether it's Bell Eater, Belletar Mage-Eater, Ash, not Bell Eater, bro. And maybe this team, maybe one more. Maybe I lied. One more. I gotta say, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun running a team like this. All right, so they go first, obviously. We come in, doing some stuff, hitting me with a counterattack, whatever. We're going to strip all that away in just a second here. Okay? Sunwoo, don't touch my Sunwoo. They touch my Sunwoo. It's not nice. It's really not. They get the instant activation. Ooh, this could be the death of me right here, guys. I think 2 bombs, we're not going to be able to survive that, right? Wait a sec. All right, so you're telling me there's a shot here. A lot of spirit affinity, though. Bum, bum. Oh, man, nothing. Nothing. Yeah, everybody's smoked. So a win is a win for them. I don't think my little guy here, Sunwoo, is going to be able to take the whole term down. So I guess the one thing you got to be careful of is a fast bomb team like that. Fast bomb team. By the way, I'm working on a fast bomb team myself that I can't wait to share with you guys. Really cool. I want to go against this team. I lied. One more. A, because I don't want to end in a loss, right? But B, because whenever I do a video on a revive team like this, inevitably somebody in the comments is like, yeah, Ash, but what about Lydia? And it's just like, dude, Lydia is not that effective against Sun Wukong or any of these revival teams. Basically, her cooldown is great, but it's like on a 9-turn cooldown, her passive, you know? I shouldn't say her cooldown is great. Her passive is great, but it's such a long cooldown that it's not fast enough to neutralize a Sun Wukong or a Nogdar or whoever, you know, or a heavy revive team. It's a nice, and she's still a good champion, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't like hard counter a strategy like this. Guys, what do you think of this dude? I'm a big fan. Obviously, he's going to remain in my rotation, and if I discover any use cases, more use cases with this dude, I will be sure to let you guys know. But whether it's Hydra, Doom Tower Waves, Dungeons, or in the arena, I think this guy's a really, really cool and unique Void Legendary. Thank you for watching till the end, and as always, take care, guys.